The first occupants of the quarter, of course, are the French, and it's really just the French. But you got to remember that everything else around New Orleans was Spanish territory. Naturally, you got this town that's developing into a port. So you got French, Spanish, Africans, all through the 1700s. The Spanish take over from the French in 1766, so then it becomes a Spanish colony. The fire in 1788, that really puts a hurt on things. There's a lot of rebuilding that takes place. There's a setback in 1794 because there's the second fire. So that pretty much, that's why there's, when they talk about like the old Ursuline convent being one of the few original buildings left in the quarter, that's what the reference is to, that really the stuff that we see now with the Spanish courtyards and everything, that's all dating from that period, not earlier. The Spanish kept New Orleans until the Louisiana Purchase, so that's 1803. You can't call the French Quarter really, because the architecture is Spanish and the culture, the Italians just moved in and took over and pushed everything else aside, okay? And it really is that way. It's really, there's such a heavy Italian influence. And the biggest place the Italian influence comes in is in the market area. And that's gonna be the French market. There's nothing French about the French market. It's German butchers, Italian grocers and bread makers. United Bakery was the Logidis family. You got the Genduces doing, the Genduces make French bread, for goodness sake, right? Okay, it's not French people making French bread, it's an Italian, you get the idea. The French Quarter did not really become Americanized for a very, very long time. Even after the Civil War, you don't get it, because after the Civil War, it becomes Italians. It's really that turn of the century to 1920 or so. That's when it's that late that the French Quarter gets Americanized.